Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
When you are absolutely sick and tired of your back pain, try these three things. We're going to give you some really helpful hints that are help you get that back pain to go away.
Sure.
You're tired of it.
Right.
Send it packing.
It's amazing. Sometimes you find the right thing and it's just like a light switch. You can turn it off, well, not instantly, but within minutes.
Right. All right, so, by the way, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us.
Yes.
We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And if you're not already on Facebook and liking us, please do that. Woo! And we're Bob and Brad. You like us and we like you.
There you go. Say no more, Bob.
All right, so the first thing you're going to do, when you got back pain, if you haven't tried these things, you've got to find the magic movement. You had a different word for it. What was it?
Directional preference.
Directional, I like mine better. Magic movement. So what you're going to try one of three movements to see if it decreases your back pain. So let's do it the first one, Brad. Can I have a pillow?
Sure.
The first one you're going to do, and this one tends to be good for, sometimes for arthritis, sometimes for spinal stenosis, sometimes for spondylolisthesis. So you're going to start off by just warming up a little bit by pulling one knee to the chest, and then maybe the other knee to the chest. And then you're going to go ahead and pull both to the knee. And you're going to go kind of pressure on, pressure off, kind of rocking back and forth like this.
So you really want to pay attention to the pain and listen to your body. If initially there's some pain with it, but it improves with every repetition, that's a good thing. Continue to do it. But if it hurts, and as you do more repetitions, it continues to hurt or gets worse, that's a red flag. That means that's not your magic movement. So you want to stop that then.
And this is really unlikely to help a disc problem.
Right.
This is probably going to make a disc problem worse, this one.
Right.
All right, let's go to one, Brad, that almost everybody can usually do.
Sure.
And that's the trunk rotation. So
Sure.
you're in the same position, and you're just going to rotate your knees back and forth like this. And sometimes what you'll find is that it hurts in one direction, but doesn't hurt in the other. So you go ahead and just work the direction that feels good, and then eventually try the other direction again. Am I missing anything, Brad? You look confused.
No, I'm not. I was thinking about turning the table so you could see it, but can you see that pretty good?
So it's like a windshield wiper.
Right.
And by the way, you can do these exercises every hour. That's the key to this, to some extent. You're trying to get movement, and you don't just do these one time a day. That's not going to take away your pain.
Sure.
You got to try to do it several times a day, 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 times a day.
Right, and typically we got three options. You're going to find one of them that's going to clearly work better than the others. That's the one you're going to do. Don't do the ones that it's not the magic movement.
Right, let's go to number 3. And we're touching upon these pretty lightly today, Brad. You can take this away.
Oh, yeah.
We have these in more detail on some of our other videos, but we just wanted to introduce them to you in case you're new to our channel and new to the concept of treating back pain with movement. So the last one here that we're going to try is actually extension. And this is going to help, I would say, probably 80% of the population. And don't give up on it right away. You know, if you have a little bit of pain, go ahead and give it a try a couple times to see if after it loosens up if the pain actually starts to feel better.
Sure. And you know, if you're having back pain that's radiating down the leg, we're looking for the pain in the leg to decrease first. In other words, the pain should go out of the leg and seem like it's migrating or moving up towards the low back.
Precisely, Brad.
There you go.
And you know, what you want to do is you want to keep the pelvis down on the bed or on the floor. You don't want to be lifting up like this.
Yep, I don't need that.
And you may want to start with just short arcs like this, and eventually you want to move all the way up to here.
Sure.
That's where you want to do. Get it to this point where you're actually keeping the pelvis on the floor, but actually getting your arms all the way straight.
Right.
So.
Again, these should continue to feel better as you do them. If they get worse, it's not the magic movement. It's want to stay away from it, or maybe come back to it when your back settles down.
The other magic movement you could do is actually walking. Walking is always just universally good, especially if you don't have increased back pain. Let's go to number 2, Brad. The second thing I want you to try is we're big fans of infrared heat. Brad and I both use this. Brad uses this on a regular basis pretty much every night, right, Brad?
Yeah, it's on my recliner, so when I sit down to work on the computer or read or watch the the screen, then I'll have
Same with me. It's in my chair at night. You know, a lot of times I don't even maybe need it, but I put it on sometimes, almost as preventatively. But
particularly in the wintertime.
So why is this better than regular heat? Regular heat only penetrates a few millimeters.
Right.
This actually goes up to 60 millimeters, which is actually converts to how many inches, Brad?
2.36 inches. It's a chunk.
So it goes deep down. It's going to get down into the tissues. It's an even heat. There's not a rheostat on there. Is that what they call it, Brad? Right.
Or a lot of them have three levels: medium, low, and high. This is just on or off.
Yeah.
It's a modest heat. Feels good.
It's a bit pricey. We're going to warn you. We do have. If you use our link below, you'll get a sizable discount and free shipping.
Right.
So you want to make sure you do that. But infrared heat is a little more expensive, but I think it's worth it. And the thing is, if you have back pain, ideally you try this twice a day. And it takes about 10 minutes to heat up. A lot of times I just leave mine on because it's so inexpensive to run. I mean, they only cost a couple pennies a day.
That's because you forget to turn it off.
I forget to turn it off, too. Okay, let's be honest. All right, but you want to leave it on for like 30 to 45 minutes. And I know what people are saying. How can I do that? I got to work. Well, you can actually put this on. What they come with now is some extra straps. You going to help me put this on, Brad? Which way should I go? This way?
Yep. There you go.
So you can actually strap it on like this. And what the double benefit of this is, it actually straightens your posture out. So instead of rounding out like this, which is bad for your back, it actually straightens it out. It's especially good for that pain that's up a little bit higher.
Yes, yeah.
Because it works really well for that. You can move it up like this or down.
Right.
But you can actually use it on the lower back,
too. Turn it around, Bob. It looks like a parachute from the back. Now, one thing that is nice about this is the cord doesn't go into the air. There's
doesn't go into the air?
Yeah, there's a convenience extension cord that easily comes off, which makes it nice. You can get up and walk around, and then you come back and plug it in right at your waist level.
It's an 8-foot cord, so it'll give you some room to move around.
And this is, if you will, commercial grade or hospital grade. There's nothing cheap about this, from the electronic, the electrical end of it to how it's designed and put together. It's going to last.
Yeah, it's been approved by Health Canada, because these people are from Canada. Wendy, hi. And it's also been approved by the FDA.
Right.
So, all right, let's go to the last thing, Brad. The last thing I want to make sure you do, because back pain is often a sitting problem. People used to think it was a lifting problem. It's often a sitting problem. I want to make sure that you're correcting your posture when you're sitting. And usually that involves, especially like in your car or if you sit for a living, it's going to involve some type of back support. And there's a ton of them.
Right. There's just 3 examples, 3 different shapes.
These are all Mckenzie Rolls. Generally what we recommend is you take a towel first and roll it up and put it in your back. And then after you determine kind of what thickness you like and where you like it, maybe you can just stick with the towel even. It's going to give you that support, especially in the car. During the day it might be a little more difficult, but these do have straps on them that help keep them in place.
Right.
But a lot of times people, when they're having back pain, tend to seem like they want the thicker one.
Sure.
And then later on, they seem to kind of more migrate to a thinner one.
But it's a personal preference, and you'll know if it's, especially with a towel roll. That's the nice thing about a towel roll. You can start whatever size you have. You'll know if it's too thick or not enough, and then you just reshape the towel and go at it again.
All right, well, let's hope you can get rid of that nasty back pain.
Very good. Good luck.
Watching.